Recently, Emma appeared at a Gala Hollywood fundraiser for Starlight.
Aside from the applause and the recognition, the only real value fame has is this kind of event, which is the Starlight Foundation. She did something with her fame in a very useful way.
The evening not only raised money for the charity, but turned out to be a dynasty reunion as well.
Well, it's amazing. It's amazing to see him again after how many years? He's aged well.
14.
He can't remember much, but
14, 15 years.
It was really lovely to see everyone, and a great excuse to do it with the Starlight event. It was really just a continuation of me bugging these people and having them come and do something for Starlight.
On a personal level, the 90s were good to Emma. In 1995, she reconnected with her childhood friend, John Holloway, now a psychiatrist. The two fell in love and were married in 1996. But don't expect her to talk much about it.
I have learned that one's personal life is best kept quiet and personal. When you start out in this business, you can't imagine that it would be a problem to talk about things that are part of your life. But you do learn that things get twisted and used and then thrown back at you, and people get upset. And just generally speaking, I've learned that to keep my personal life as personal as possible is a wise move.
She moved back to the English countryside in 1996. It's a choice she doesn't regret.
This is the most spectacular place to live at. There isn't a day where I don't walk through this countryside and thank my lucky stars for being here.
Emma and John have two children, Cameron 5 and B 4. She feels motherhood has been her greatest accomplishment.
They are fantastic children. Not that I'm in the slightest bit biased, but they actually are. They are kind and funny and generous and so affectionate. I'm so lucky to have two lovely little people like that in my life. And I feel such enormous responsibility to give them as best possible start as I can in life. I want them to feel so nurtured and so safe and so protected, and yet given all of the encouragement for them to have their independence. I want all of those things for them.
Emma's one of the most fantastic mothers I've ever met. Her life is her kids, and it shows. These kids are very well loved and developed and share a lot of her wonderful qualities.
They are, you know, just calm, well-balanced kids. She takes the time to explain things to them and help them to think for themselves.
Motherhood may come first, but Emma's not ready to give up her acting. In 2001, she appeared in Pretend You Don't See Her, an original made-for-TV mystery.
It's a really fun way to make a living. That's probably the best thing about acting is it's a job, and it's a job that pays well. It's really good fun most of the time.
Emma also began writing screenplays. Today, she's a successful writer, having sold several scripts. One is a thriller called His Bodyguard.
I think I still have the notion that my acting is based on the same thing that modeling was, which is the way I look. So to do a job where it had nothing to do with the way I looked, which was writing, is so satisfying. It's given me enormous pleasure to have had a script. The first script I wrote was made into a film. That's just mind-boggling.
Emma's life now revolves around family, friends, and her dog, Sophie.
I really enjoy dressing down and breaking people's expectations of what they might have come up with as what I would be like. You know, I drive a car that's 10 years old and that's always muddy. I rarely put on a skirt. I rarely dress up unless it's some kind of work-related or charity-related thing. I would absolutely loathe to be seen as a prima donna, diva, silly, famous, spoiled person.
Emma is my best friend. That's the most important thing to me about her. The fact that she's beautiful is great, but it's not the most important thing. The fact that she's a famous actress is great, but it's not the most important thing. The most important thing is that she's the nicest person I know. That even if she wasn't my sister, I'd want her to be my best friend.
Emma Samms is not a complicated woman. What you see is what you get, and what you see is enough. She's beautiful in every way.
She's always been a very, very special person and an amazing big sister.
Emma is living proof that making a difference in another's life is what being happy is all about.
The Emma Samms persona is a suit that I put on for my work. That's my product. That's what I have nurtured and sold. But the real me is not that person. And I would hate for it to be one and the same. The real me is the mother and the sister and the daughter and the friend.
You've got to love a woman who gave up the limelight to be with her family. And the joy that Emma Samms got from the kids she helped, she now gets to share with her own kids. How many times do you see that in your own life? Every time we give something, we get it back, and then some. For Lifetime's Intimate Portrait, I'm Meredith Vieira.